First shot here. There's a lot of stuff going on here. A bicyclist here, person over here on the right, obviously someone here in the middle. Quick shot of this guy with his dry cleaning. That was really what caught my attention, him walking with the shirt. Nothing special, but getting warmed up. And yeah, I do a lot of these. Just candid portraits. This one, I liked how it looked like this lady was sort of putting her arm through her husband, who seemed to be completely unbothered by it. Not sure if I had gone closer it would have worked as well. You might have been able to see that she was just reaching in the back. But yeah, it's just a fun visual thing, I think. I'm not sure how obvious it is, but yeah, I liked it. Portrait of this guy, kind of different look to him. I like composition here. I like how it's kind of framed from within the tree, and I like how the line on this building is sort of following his eye line. I think I could have done without the AirPod. Pretty simple. Yeah. Then we got this lady here, smoker. Called her mid yawn. There's two versions. Not really sure which one I prefer. Either way, I like the distribution of people here throughout the frame. And then there's these four cyclists, and that's really what caught my eye about this. Them sort of being in a row, which makes it a nice sort of like your eye wanders pretty nicely through it. Nothing more to it than that really, just a slightly interesting visual thing here. And then there's this candid portrait, I guess. He just had a really cool look about him. I like how the light fell on his face, and I like how his hair sort of moved with the wind, and like the matching shirt and jacket just had a really model-esque look to him, I think. Another old lady portrait. I liked her look as well. I liked her glasses. She seemed to be very lost in thought. I do tend to go for those type of characters. Then we have this sort of reflective shot, which I quite enjoy. This subgenre of street where someone seems to be connected without actually being connected. Yeah, it all happened really fast, but yeah, just a fun visual gag, I think. Like they're talking to each other. Could maybe, if I were to do it again, I would probably move the camera up a bit so we don't have this guy coming out of his head, and maybe had let this guy on the stairs here pass, or capture it before or something. He just kind of distracts me. And then there's the orange helmet out here, which is also a bit distracting, I think. Other than that, I'm actually pretty happy with this one. And I don't have a lot of these, but I do enjoy them. Then we got a sort of amorous situation going here with these two. I like how we can't see their face, and I like the sort of sad rose here. So yeah, if I had to do it again, I'd probably go closer. But then I wouldn't have gotten the rose, so either way. Then we got this kid who is really bored, seems to be. I made sure to line it up so that the mom here weren't interfering with the statue or the spring here in the middle. And yeah, it's a pretty simple story. Parents are distracted, the kid's lost in his own world, but I think it saturates it with him sort of squatting down and just playing with his feet. So yeah, nice little story going on here. And then captured this one completely by accident. They just drove by and she pointed out, and it lasted like 1 second. It does look kind of interesting, I think. Obviously the first thing you notice is the finger coming out the shadow here, and her looking at what she's pointing. I don't have a lot of these, but I really like when something is coming out of the shadow. It adds more depth to it, and then as you look further, you know that this guy here in the back and is kind of having this tower up his nose. It's kind of fun. And the building in the back is pretty untraditional. They were building something new, kind of looked like two eyes. And there's a lot of stuff going on here. Yeah, I don't know, it's kind of fun. I tried a lot of these. I waited around. Well, not a lot, but I usually don't wait around at a scene. But this one seemed kind of fun to work with. I think I'll be back to this one. Just a fun optical illusion. I think it would be nicer if they seem to be looking at the same thing. I think that would help a lot. But yeah, I'll definitely be back to this one. Here we have another Candid Street portrait. He just looked cool. This guy, weird glasses, cigarette, and he's sort of looking to the left in the frame at the car. And I don't know, there's just something about this BMW and him, like it sort of matched, you know? I could see him driving one of these. Then the last one here, sort of on the same theme as the other kid with the parents, just completely lost in their own world. Got a couple of shots of this. And you know, kids are almost always doing something random or silly or something like that. So that what makes it fun to include them sometimes.